So in this seventh exercise, what we will do is we will check if a string is palindrome. So what is a palindrome? A palindrome is a string that is the same even when we reverse it. So for example, racecar, if we read it from the front, that is RACECAR, and if we read it from the back, it's still RACECAR. So it's the same. So that is a palindrome, and we will check if the given string is palindrome or not. Again, we will take user input to check if the string is palindrome or not. We will use functions and we will use f strings as in previous exercises. So let's first see how we can check for a palindrome, and then we will convert that into a function. So first, let's say we have a string. Let's start with the race car itself, right? But we can have capital words here. So what we will do is we will first convert this into lowercase so that capital case does not make a difference, because a palindrome is a palindrome even if it's capital or not. And then we will reverse the string. So reversed string is a string, and then if you did the fourth exercise, you know how to reverse a string. So I'll just do it quickly, and then we will check if a string equals to reversed string. If it is, we will print. For now, let's just print yes, and else let's just print no. Let's run this and let's see if it works or not. If it works, we will convert this into a function and take users input for strings, and we will use f strings also. So let's run this quickly and see if it works or not. So it printed yes. That means that our string is palindrome. Let's add 1 here and let's run this again, and let's see if this time also it works. So this time it prints no. So I think our logic is correct. Now how can we convert this into a function? So what we do is, first let's create a function. Let's call it is palindrome, right? And now we need to move everything inside is palindrome, but we are not passing anything here. So a string was manually written previously, but now we will pass it. So a string comes here, and we lower the a string and we reverse it, and we check if it is reversed. So if it's true, we just return true, and if it's not matching, if the reverse is not equal to the original string, we just return false. So now we will take user input to get string. So let's say user input equals to input, enter your string here, and what we do is we check if is palindrome. So now we know is palindrome is returning either true or false. So if we have palindrome in user input, this condition will be true because this will be matched and this will output true. So if the output of this function is true, we will print. What will we print? Again, let's use f strings as we used in our previous example. We will print first, we will use the variable itself. Now, as I mentioned earlier, put anything in curly braces, and it will be switched out from the actual value here. So we type whatever user has inputted is a palindrome. Else, what do we output? What do we print? We print that whatever the user has input is not a palindrome. So now let's run this, and this time we should ask for user input. So it's asking enter a string here. So let's say the code city. So the code city is not a palindrome. Let's run this again, and this time let's add a palindrome. Okay, I cannot think of anything other than racecar, but let's try A, B, C, D, D, C, B, A. Okay, this seems like a palindrome to me, and yes, it is a palindrome. So this is how you can check for palindromes. Use functions, take user inputs, and use f strings. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below.